Hi, this is Mimi, and I will walk you through how to send a message to users who have added items to their shopping cart but have not checked out yet. In industry terms, we call this abandoned cart, and sending a message to them is called abandoned cart messaging. And as a default, we have defined abandoned cart as when a user places an item within their cart and 1 hour has passed before they have checked out. And the 1 hour limit, we were working with requirements from Urban Airship, and the hourly window was the limitation we were given by this particular platform. So we created an event called abandoned_cart, and how to trigger this is go to create, and then instead of message, go to automation. And this is because you want to automate this messaging, meaning that you're not sitting down and manually sending a message to people, visit us today or anything like that. It's like whenever this event happens, please do this action, and you are automating that action. So go to setup, and then you can type in your automation name. So maybe you want to do an abandoned cart campaign for March. Maybe you want to up your sales this month for some reason, or you want to try out this abandoned cart messaging for just 1 month and see how it goes. So do that. And then select a trigger, and these triggers are the events we have defined. And this event that we have defined is called abandoned cart. So event abandoned_cart, and once you start typing, you'll see that the event name pops up, so tap on that. And then there are a couple of options over here, and I'm going to say to ignore them because right now we're going to try to do just a very simple, straightforward action, which is just target people who have abandoned their cart. But you can play around with this and see if there are some conditions you want to set to it. The rule limits might be interesting. You can add a daily limit. So do not send more than 1 messages within 1 day. So you don't want, I think that's a good default to have. You don't want to continuously say for the past day until they check out, like, hey, check out your shopping cart, and be annoying to them. So that's a good I think that's a good message, and do not send more than 1 message ever. I think that's a good rule also for a restaurant or a cafe, because it's different from, shopping for, clothes or toothbrushes or things like that. Like today you might want a cheeseburger, but tomorrow you might not want a cheeseburger, and you don't want to keep on being annoying to the user and risk having them erase the app from their phone. Okay, so we are going with these defaults. Everything looks good here, and then go to content. This is similar to when you send a message. So choose the type of message. I'm going to do a push notification, continue, and like a text here, still hungry. We're waiting for you. Well, I guess that's kind of creepy, but we can live with that. And then maybe you want to link a deep link action to the shopping cart. So go and set the shopping cart, and then click on delivery. And so you have some options over here. You can wait to delay, like send 1 hour after the trigger occurs. So that means that the trigger occurs an hour after the user has placed an item in the shopping cart, and that would be an hour after that trigger. So that's 2 hours. Or like maybe you want to send it a day after. But that kind of doesn't make sense for abandoned cart for food. So I'm going to just go with when a trigger occurs, send immediately after delay. Oh, send immediately, not send immediately after delay. So everything looks good. Start date, specify a date and time this automation begins. So March 23rd, and then maybe because it's the campaign, we end it on March 31st. March 23rd, March 31st. So everything looks good here. 7 p.m. Maybe we'll bump that up to 12 a.m. Sweet. And then look at review and start, and then hit start automation. and you're all set. So that is going, and you can click on that to stop the campaign, to pause the campaign, and so forth. And that is how you set up an abandoned cart messaging. Hope that was helpful.